And then wait for the recording one, right? Okay.
You can begin now, actually.
Oh, I can. Okay. All right. Well, good evening, beloved
Just
mighty
one
companions.
pause. Renee, you need to give me permission to record. I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
recording, but it's not. It's just on YouTube. Just go to my name. Just make me host again. Okay, love you guys. Go for God.
Good evening, beloved mighty companions. Welcome to this Holy Light Circle. We'll just start the evening with the most sensible thing, which is looking, and we do that by starting with the light of divine being. Today we're looking at the desire for things to go wrong, or something, there's something wrong with something.
Relishing feeling things are wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Experience that things feel wrong. And enjoying that.
Okay, so let's just admit we have a desire to be not at peace. No.
Yes.
At least we're laughing about it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, and also we just asked Jesus what miracles he would have us perform, and what we would do, and just admit to the desire. So Jesus, do we relish in the experience of thinking that things are going wrong, or feeling like things are going wrong?
Yes. And then feeling that, and kind of forgetting that, it's like, yeah, wanting to be up in the upset, up where there's no, where it's just pure experience, and I feel like caught in that.
Yeah, and it's that what Mary calls intractable.
Yeah.
So now that we've admitted to the desire, let's just ask Jesus to help us deepen into the relishing of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you ever seen the movie Alien, and how there's that alien that like bursts out of it's like, it feels like any minute, like when things are really starting to not go the the ego's way, it like feels like it's gonna go. And
have you seen Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they do kind of like a play on that little kid.
Oh yeah.
He pops out and he does a little dance.
Yeah, the song and dance. Right. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a really loving indulgence is the word I hear. It's like yes, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like pure indulgence.
Yeah, it's like an infatuation. And once again, it's the fear is what would it be like without that? Without that is the ego's fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because it's like immediately going to light, like
you know what I'm
what's
hearing?
the contrast there, between this like impulsive, like seeming intractable, insatiable.
Yeah. Yeah. This one is pretty profound. I was hearing that the ego doesn't want to be reminded of how incomplete it is.
Oh.
So like we're already aware of the incompleteness, but it tries to conceal from us the extent to which its incompleteness is.
Extent that we love it.
Yeah.
It's like we love it so much, but we want to deny that. We want to deny how much we love the experience. And so then we just sit with that contrast of, or we can ask, like, what is this, what am I getting out of the desire to experience everything that feels wrong?
Yeah, because it could be like, what is it that I think I'm going to get? In fact, what I heard was, what do I believe the long-term payoff of staying in the play of consciousness is? All I see is suffering. There's like nothing. It's just
it's like it seems to be a freedom or a safety. Like short term it's safety and long term it's freedom is what I hear.
Freedom. Like
if it's safe right now, and if I just keep myself safe and don't allow any change to enter.
you know what? I'm hearing Jesus say, freedom from what? I was like, okay, freedom is offered. Must be freedom from something. What is it? Freedom from the light?
Yeah, it seems to be freedom from hell, but it's actually flipped. I think it's freedom from hell.
Oh, it's freedom from choicelessness. Yeah. 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 From a heavenly state of mind. Wow. Wow. That is wow. So let's go back to the original relishing of the yeah, the desire for what was it again?
It's relishing feeling things are wrong.
Things are wrong. Yeah.
Desire that things feel wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it wants to like skate on the top of that. Things feel wrong. Things feel wrong. Yeah, it doesn't want to. Okay. Hmm.
What were you hearing for the like the payoff?
Well, I was asking what the the long-term payoff was, but I guess long-term, short-term doesn't really matter. It's some kind of superficiality. That provides a sense of like a temporary sense of security. If I know if oh it's like this, it's like if I know who's doing what with this body, then I'm safe or secure. Like, but if my body starts being moved by the Lord, then I'm not safe. Then anything. What if the Lord has me rob a bank? The ego will start throwing up things like that. But it's interesting to see that, wow, suddenly the ego cares about robbing a bank. Like oh, that's a terrible thing. You shouldn't rob a bank. Oh, okay. That's interesting to notice.
Yeah, it'll.
It's a little Adyashanti said as a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to distract away from like what is what's most helpful for healing the mind right now.
Oh, yeah.
You'll say, oh, what if this? What if that? Throw up the what ifs and
Yeah, what came to me right before the call was something about it's like impenetrable, or it feels that way.
yeah, want to get to be inescapable or
Oh, yeah.
um,
Oh, and also I want to be the one to penetrate it.
mm,
I see.
yeah, like there's power and control.
I don't want to turn to God and
If
say,
everything's going wrong.
yeah.
Mm. Or feeling things are wrong.
Yeah, because it's a thought. It's
Yeah.
just the ego thought system. Even the feelings.
Mm.
Because where is that in the light? It's not. It
Mm.
doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
That's probably what produces the laughter is
Mm.
in the looking. It's like, oh, where'd it go?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it can outlast the light,
Yeah.
but it does play for a while. So
Yeah, I'm really seeing how it finds all kinds of ways to hide.
and also I was hearing like a intensity, like relishing the intensity
Yeah.
of
Wow, okay, that
it's
is
going to overtake.
wow.
It's going to overtake me. You kind of mentioned the alien. Like
Wow.
to feel over. Yeah, what I hear is power. Like there's a sense of power,
Power over what
and
though?
we
Like
might
what
want
is
to.
so great about it? There's
We had
nothing I
Jamuna.
don't even
We had Jamuna join us, so we just want to fill her in on what we're looking at.
So we're just looking at the desire to relish in the feeling of wrongness,
Mhm.
like something's gone wrong.
Yeah, security. Mm.
Mm. If it seems like something's gone wrong, then the miracle isn't present. I do remember that from the course.
Yeah, that's definitely a pointer.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then
Seeing when I'm not at peace, it's like seeing how that is a signal.
well, Renee really nailed it when she said intensity. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, that's if there's intensity present.
yes. Yeah, that feels like
Yeah.
like the indulgence, the intensity.
Yeah. Yeah, because it always has a force behind it, like forcefulness. Uh-huh. Light doesn't do that. Yeah, it's not
Yeah, I
that.
can see it's where I can see like the oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's almost like trying to objectify the light so that it can make it into the source of the problem or something. Weird. Yeah. Well, if anyone's hearing anything from Jesus, go ahead and share.
Yeah, I was hearing to stay with it and go deeper.
All right.
Yeah.
Help us out, Jesus. Let us do that. Let's gently lay the story time aside. Yeah. Hmm. It doesn't understand the idea of putting faith or trust in the unseen. It just doesn't get it.
It's good though.
Yeah,
It feels like release. I don't know
it
what you
does.
think.
Hmm. Well, I noticed the little thing from this drawstring came off, and there's this little metal thing.
Yes.
And then I was reminded of the film Inception, where there's like a totem.
Oh.
And it was interesting because I was thinking about, like, I kept hearing the words like just trust. And then I was like, yeah, but in what? Like, and then I was like, maybe that's what the totem is for, is because it's exceedingly difficult to trust in nothingness. It's like,
Yeah, it's like the pointer,
yeah,
trusting in that when we trust in the voice,
yeah,
and then it points us back, even though, yeah, it's
it can be kind of like amorphous sometimes, though. Like, it's like I must want something I can grab, like touch. I must want something I can hold. Like, so I guess God gave me something. Here it is.
yeah, and this like a pointer is um, until we as we're like relishing each desire and
Yeah.
letting it point us back to
Oh my,
the
yeah,
decision
yeah,
and seeing the decision.
yeah. Well, I just heard,
Because we love choices.
yeah, I just heard this from Jesus. I think it'd be super helpful. We've
Yeah.
all been down the boardwalk of the play of consciousness. We all know what that feels like.
Yeah.
There's a particular type of intensity that's present in that just isn't there in the light.
Yeah.
So that is actually like so helpful to notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We've last night, we were just doing that contrast of the light and the
Yeah.
desire. Seeing that. Like the intensity of wanting there to be something wrong.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but I
Feeling
definitely
like
hear,
something's wrong.
yeah, I hear one of the bigger fears underneath that is maybe the light will make me do something that other people don't agree with. I think that's where the resistance comes in, because it's like, wait, but I've done stuff other people don't agree with all the time. So what am I even? It's
Well,
just
and the um the ego would interpret what we do as some, there has to be some interpretation there
yeah,
of and a doer,
yeah,
someone doing something, and then we can say, well, doing something wrong,
right.
and how that's even relished.
I can see the innocence in it, though. It's just trying to avoid a bad feeling. That's
Yeah.
all it's doing. It's just trying to not experience bad feelings, or what it calls bad feelings, which are like sadness, frustration. But it doesn't really achieve that goal at all. So it's like the story is it's trying to avoid a bad feeling, but it goes about it in a completely upside down way.
Yeah, do I relish the idea that feelings are wrong
Right.
below my level of awareness?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Or the other side of the coin is if I'm not feeling, then that's wrong. It's like if I'm not emoting.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've looked at numbness and rage, like feeling everything or feeling nothing. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's like that two sides of the same coin to feel split.
Yeah. It's like the ego wants to control everything, but it also doesn't want to feel controlled by anything.
Yeah. Feeling out of control and in control. This may be another design.
Yeah,
another
we've definitely
joining,
talked about that one.
but it's definitely one to look at, is feeling
Yeah.
in control and out of control at the same time.
I'm hearing we should go back to the relishing of the
Yeah.
desire to relish in the feeling of wrongness,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
that something's wrong, something's gone wrong. Sometimes I will hear the ego say something and I'll be in a clear enough state of mind I can just go, maybe you're right. I don't know. It could be true.
Mhm.
And it's interesting. I would say, you suck. Okay, sure, whatever. Like there's a clarity of being where like those thoughts come up and they don't really do anything. And then there's other ones that seem to provoke something.
Yeah, selective hearing is what we were kind of looking at that before.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I could just hear everything the ego says and be like, sure, you can believe that if you want, then
Yeah.
I don't see how is it stirring up the conflict? Like,
And then you don't follow it. You don't indulge in it. You just say no.
Yeah.
No thanks.
So saying no, listening is just like saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just
Yeah.
letting the no to God or the light, sitting with that as well, because there may be a desire, there may be holding, like holding,
Right.
wanting to keep the desire and
Yeah, I mean that's a big one.
not look and not have a miracle and, anything but that.
The big one is not wanting to hear the voice. I've gone back to that one so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be that if that wasn't blocked, then nothing else would really be much of an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, the ego fights it with everything it's got.
Why? What's on
then
the
we
other
just
side
see
of
that we can just see, well, we can just see that that the light's here.
Yeah.
The light's here. It hasn't changed.
Light's here.
And we're in that dialogue with him, and we're just practicing, asking, going to him for everything. And then
Yeah.
the desire not to, the desire to say no to the voice and not listen is starting to I would say, like, it's, in my experience, there's not as much interest
Right.
or investment in it.
Yeah. Well, because you start to see it's
'Cause
just
I
a
can
one-trick pony. It just kind of
look
repeats
at
over
it.
and over.
Yeah. And we see in the looking, it's
It's got a pattern of behavior.
Mm.
The push and pull, the control, in control, out of control. It's like that shows up every time I look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll be leading tomorrow. We can just pray and see if that's going to be
Okay.
what we look at. So that one's a good one to look at too.
Let's do a light test on this one. Now that I noticed the holding is releasing a little bit more. And I've noticed that these joinings at times can become much more relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does the light relish in, well, what's coming up here is projecting wrongness?
Mm.
No.
Mm.
Because that's what the mind is doing, is projecting wrongness
Mm.
onto a neutral whatever. I want to choose right-mindedness more easily. Yeah.
Are we ready for a miracle? We could ask.
Sure. Jesus, is it time for a miracle, or is there more to look at here? Definitely like a loosening feeling,
Yeah.
something lighting up. Boy, it was way more contracted than this, even an hour
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do notice it's kind of like a wave
Yeah.
sometimes. And it's just like sitting with it and letting it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, more and more I've been sitting with it as much as I can,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes even just literally sitting with it, not doing anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
It depends on what's going on, but I do recognize that relishing isn't limited to any environment, because God would never limit us in that way.
Very
It's just
true.
in the mind.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the light goes with you wherever you go.
Right. Yeah.
There's no getting away from it.
No. No. And I think the dilemma is, wait, this thing is within me. I am the light. So how is it that I yeah. It just seems like I forget that it's there. And then
Yeah.
That's actually a pointer in itself too.
Mhm.
It's there always, but I forget it's there. Since this is a course in forgetting,
just
like,
in the admission.
yeah.
Yeah, just in the admission.
Yeah, and I was reminded of a passage of the course. What do I truly want?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm really feeling the miracle. Yeah. Now it's something. I notice a lot of times when it gets really contracted, that means a big opening is like around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It could be very like fiery.
Yeah.
Intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, intense. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
like that thought occurred and there was a lot of like, yes, that's it
Mhm.
happening inside me, but then immediately I forgot about
Yeah.
it. The intense pointer. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, and the word intense has the word tense in it, like tension. So that's an easier way to look at it. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's like, what is tension? Really? And it's not looking, is what I think.
It's being at war with the light.
Yeah.
The light that can't be destroyed. It's like you're out, like the ego's trying to be at war with something it can't even do anything with. You could drop like 9 billion nuclear bombs on her, do nothing.
Yeah. Will it outlast the light?
Right. No, nothing will. Not even the sun. And the sun is huge. You could fit like 10,000 Earths in it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it feels complete.
Yeah, it does. It feels good. What are we at here? Oh, we got 2 minutes.
We're good
Okay.
time-wise.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So about 40 minutes, give or take a little, depending on what Jesus what Jesus says.
Guess Jamuna had to go. Totally fine.
Thank you for joining,
All
Jamuna.
right. Blessings.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, because what I've been doing is watching the light circles again, like the one for the releasing the desire for death.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So they're all on YouTube, and there's a ton of them. So and then the joining in light worksheet can be found on the website joininginlight.net. And we have a Facebook Messenger group where we post events, joining sessions, everything really, the calendar, and spontaneous joinings, and all that good stuff. So,
all right.
All right, and we have this one, this beautiful joining Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at the moment. That's it.
Perfect.
All
right. Blessings.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.